Good morning, everybody. It's Tamika here from Greater Bendigo Snake Control. We are in day 2 of our 3-day above 40 degree days. I had my first call out at 7:30 this morning, and this was for a snake in a garage. Yesterday, the garage door was kept open for a period of time, so we believe that maybe the snake slipped in while that garage door was open. So just an important reminder to try and keep all your external doors and garage roller doors or folding doors closed. Another thing to consider is just checking the rubber stripping at the base of your roller door. Sometimes I find that the very ends of the roller door, either side, they can be a little bit short, that rubber stripping, or they can be pressed down. And this creates a very small gap that snakes are really good at finding and slipping into. On really hot days, when snakes approach the house, they like to move along the external walls of our home. And what they can do is when they're going via a closed roller door, if they come across that little gap, they can sense the cool air from inside the garage. They'll actually slip into that little gap, and that's generally how they end up in our garages. So a quick little tip is just to check that rubber stripping. If it can be replaced at any stage, certainly do that. But in the meantime, what you can do is grab a couple of tea towels or washcloths and just place them on the ground at the end of both of the roller doors, and then bring the roller door down to close over the top of those washcloths or tea towels, and that just stops the gap from the snakes being able to get in. If you have any external doors leading into the garage, just check if there's any rubber stripping at the bottom of those doors. Again, if there's anything that's damaged or missing, you can use that little technique of placing something there and closing the door on it. If there is nothing there and there is a gap, even if it's about 1 centimetre, I highly suggest buying a draft stopper or putting a damp towel along the bottom of that door. It just stops anything from being able to get in. We see a lot of blue tongues getting into garages at this time of year on really hot days, but it also means that snakes can get in as well. Trying to keep your garage as neat and tidy as possible is really helpful, just to detect whether there is something in there or not, keeping things elevated up off the ground. If you have any external doorways leading into the main garage, certainly just keep some objects a little bit further away from that doorway, just so that when you open the doorway, you can have a look down. You can see quite clearly from left to right that there isn't something curled up there, which is exactly the scenario that happened this morning. Just a reminder, if you have any reptiles at home, keep their enclosures turned off. We don't need to be running them on days like today, and if we do lose power, that means we have no air conditioning, which means that we will struggle to keep our reptiles cool. I have shared on my Facebook page a little tip from my colleagues at Reptiles Victoria with regards to keeping reptiles cool. It's just as simple as providing them with an ice pack wrapped in a towel and even adding some ice cubes into their water. That will really help them to cool down when they feel that they need to. I'll be on call today and over the next few days on standby for urgent snake removal jobs. So if you have a snake situation, please feel free to give me a call. I will be at my second day job, so just a reminder to either leave a voicemail or a text message just to ensure that your call has come through to me and I can see the situation and be able to respond accordingly. Keep cool, everyone, and again, just be mindful of keeping doors closed and really paying attention to where you're walking over the next few days, because our snakes and other reptiles might be spending a bit of time closer to home to find respite from the heat. Take care, everyone. Until next time.